Second half ready to start here in Foxborough. Tom Brady and the Patriots will get the ball as we start the third quarter. Al Michaels, John Madden, Andrea Kramer with the score 24-21 New England. Trying to go to 11-0 already, have won and clinched the AFC East by virtue of the Buffalo loss to Jacksonville today. Philadelphia, meanwhile, trying to make it 3 straight and trying to get to 6-5, a game over 500 as Ellis Hobbs runs the kickoff back from the 6, out past the 30. Flag comes in. To the 45 he goes, but that'll be coming back, and David Akers is there for the tackle.
During the return, holding. Number 15 of the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Kelly Washington.
And we talked about what the Eagle defense had to do, and the first thing they want to do is hit Tom Brady. Get Tom Brady to the ground. Knock him down, and then take away Randy Moss, not let him beat you deep. And I'll tell you, Alito Shepherd has done a great job on him in the first half, and then again having safety help with him. But those were their 2 goals. Knock Tom Brady down, put pressure on him, don't let him step up, and the other goal, don't let Randy Moss get deep.
Change of scenery here as Falk carries. The Patriots called one running play in the first half. It was Heath Evans on a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The only other rush was a Brady scramble for 12 yards, and there are the numbers through the first half. Time of possession in Philadelphia's favor, and a 3-point game at the half.
You know, and they were both passing teams. I mean, you know that the Patriots were, because that's all they did in the first half, but the Eagles weren't far behind them in passing yardage.
2nd down and 9. We haven't seen Maroney in the game once in his movement on the left side. He is the running back.
Ball start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Matt Light. But the running game has been non-existent tonight. And then there is Maroney, who played sparingly last week in Buffalo, came out with a foot injury. They're saying he's fine, but he hasn't been in the game once tonight.
Well, and you can see their game plan isn't for Maroney. Again, it's the 4 wide receivers, and then Kevin Falk, who is another receiver. 5 receivers in there, spread them out, getting the shotgun, and that's been their offensive game plan tonight.
On 2nd and 14. Brady going deep into coverage, and it is almost picked off by J.R. Reed along the sideline on a pass intended for Kevin Falk. It is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 14.
You know what he tried to do? He tried to get the matchup there. Omar Gaither is a middle linebacker, 98 here, 96. I mean, and you see him man-to-man on Falk, but again, you're going to get that matchup, but it's not going to be all the way down the field. I mean, Gaither is on him, but again, he has help over the top.
3rd and 14.
This defense is not going to let you get deep.
And Brady will get sacked inside the 10-yard line, putting the pressure on, coming up the middle on the inside for Philadelphia. Darren Howard, number 90.
Howard's the guy that gets there, but you know that Jim Johnson is going to have a blitz scheme. And you see he overloads the left side. All that pressure is coming from the left side, and then Brady goes to pump, and then he brings it back, and Darren Howard is right there. With that blitz and that pressure coming from that side, he has no time to pump fake.
And before Chris Hansen can get the punt away, there's action up front after Brady gets sacked for the 3rd time tonight.
Illegal snap. Snap infraction, number 66. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. 4th down.
That's Lonnie Paxton, who is the long snapper, and that'll back Hansen up to almost the back of the end zone.
Lonnie Paxton's been doing that for a long time here, hasn't he? That's the one thing you remember about him. I remember one picture of him in a snow game here doing a snow angel.
Yes. At the playoff game against the Raiders. Famous puck rule game. Good kick by Hansen, and Reno Mahe makes the grab on the Eagles side of the field after a 49-yard boot and gets tackled immediately. Familiar, Willie and JJ, that's the Madden Cruiser. Leftovers.
Right, well, it's a little embarrassing to have that much leftovers. You know, when it's 3 days after Thanksgiving, that was our Thanksgiving Day turkey. That's where they were, eating that on the bus. But, you know, I mean, here it is Sunday. And, you know, I mean, and if you're good fork, man, that's all gone. I mean, the leftovers are gone by Friday and Saturday.
You want fat grams, you go to the Madden Cruiser. That's Reggie Brown making the catch for a gain of 5.
Yeah, you can get anything that ends in T there.
Walked in there tonight for a snack, and all I saw was Audrey Mansfield's birthday cake. That was it.
Right, yeah, the birthday cake was there. Happy birthday.
Second down and 5 from the 49-yard line. Feely hands the ball off to Westbrook. You know, it's funny with Feely, when you take a look at him, and he's doing this on Donovan McNabb's 31st birthday. Donovan not traveling with the team per usual for the Eagles. If you're not playing, you don't make the trip.
You know, one thing that the Patriot defense doesn't do well is cover in cuts. And you look at most of those completions were going up and coming in. You know, they like to stay outside, play outside you, and they're very vulnerable to anything to the inside. And A.J. Feely's taking advantage of them.
A third and a deuce. Westbrook can't get out of the backfield. Ellis Hobbs came in to break the play up from the corner, and it will be 4th down.
Ellis Hobbs come up and he gets the outside, and he gets it contained right here. You see it, he makes Westbrook then make that move and go back to the inside. See, Hobbs gets up to the outside, makes Westbrook go back to the inside, and then he runs into the pursuit.
Here's Sav Rocca's punt. Fair caught at the 11-yard line by Kevin Falk. Brady in the offense, back to work. Early third. Patriots by 3. 30 miles to the north, Fenway Park. They're doing some off-season work there with that crane, home of the World Series champion Boston Red Sox. And here in Foxborough tonight, there sits Kurt Schilling of the Red Sox, who's just re-up. Back with the Red Sox once again in 2008, taking in the game wearing Teddy Bruschi's jersey, and got Maroney in the game for the first time tonight. His first action of the night, resulting in no game. Minnesota, where he shared time with Marion Barber, now with the Dallas Cowboys.
Right, and so much for Maroney and so much for that formation. I think they got out of their 4 wide receivers and their passing formation, and they're going right back to it right now.
Second down and 11. He spot the ball at the 10-yard line after the Maroney run. Brady back to the gun. Brady over the middle, and that is caught over the middle by Welker, about 4 yards shy of the first down. He's taken down by Omar Gaither.
Right, that time Welker lined up outside. It wasn't 4 wide receivers. It was 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Ben Watson was in there. So it was Watson and Welker to one side, and Dante Stallworth and Randy Moss to the other side.
Javon Curse, who's played fairly sparingly, seen his playing time more limited as the season has gone on. Third down and 4. Brady rolls to his left. Brady looking for a first down, and he's going to get it before he's taken down as he steps out of bounds, taken down from behind by Broderick Bunkley, but he's able to move the chains.
You know, it's interesting. They put Randy Moss out to the left. He'd been out there to the right where Lito Shepherd was on him. This time they put him out here, and Sheldon Brown is on him. Lito Shepherd had good coverage every time he was out there on the right, and that time Sheldon Brown had good coverage on him on the left. So they thought they'd put him out the right, try him over there on the left, and Sheldon Brown played that as well as Lito Shepherd has been playing Randy Moss.
Maroney is back in the game. The play fake, great fake by Brady. Brady going deep into double coverage, and Randy Moss can't hold on. Had it for just an instant and then couldn't hold on. Covered by Dawkins and Shepard.
And that's the thing that we talked about. And again, it's just a matter of time. You know that they're going to go deep to Randy Moss. He starts on the inside, then he tries to go back and run a corner route. See, so Shepard has him deep, but he also has him to the outside. Why? Because he knows that he has help deep to the inside from Brian Dawkins.
Well, with Dawkins and Shepard, one has been to 2 Pro Bowls. And in Dawkins' case, more than that. Now this is Maroney taking the ball up to the 30-yard line.
And you kind of feel that this Eagle defense came in here with a chip on their shoulder, like, you know, that they were going to go after Tom Brady and they were going to double Randy Moss and he wasn't going to get him deep. And, you know, that's what Jim Johnson does. I mean, he says, this is what we're going to do. This is what they want to do, and we're going to take it away. And he really confused. I mean, he's going with the 3-man line. He's going with overload blitzes. You know, he's bringing guys from all different positions. And he really hasn't let this Patriot offense get comfortable.
All the Eagles came in with a big chip on their shoulder tonight. That's a first down as they convert on 3rd down with Wes Welker taking it up to the 40-yard line.
You know, and that's the part that they've had tonight. You know, we've talked about the parts of this Patriot offense they haven't had, and that would be the deep ball to Randy Moss. The part they have had is that underneath stuff to Wes Welker.
6 catches for Welker tonight for 46 yards. Moss with 5 catches, but for only 43, so he's averaging about 8.5 per reception. Now Maroney will take it up to the 46-yard line. Dawkins comes up from the safety spot to make the tackle. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, and the Patriots were in 2 tight ends in that formation, so they kind of went away from the passing formation into a running formation, bring Lawrence Maroney in, and they want to pound this defense a little now. You know, they're in there again with 2 tight ends.
Alert! 96! 19!
Watson and Kyle Brady are the tight ends. Here's Maroney into Eagle territory. And Lawrence Maroney to the 44-yard line. And a first down as we reach the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Bunkley made the stop.
I think that's what Bill Belichick is thinking now. Okay, you know, we've done that 4 wide receivers. We spread them out, shotgun, throw the ball. Now let's go in 2 tight ends and let's just run the ball out enough. Here's the thing that Wes Welker does. You know, and he does that so well. And we know about him catching passes, being quick, but he is also from that slot position a very, very good blocker.
44-yard line. Off play action. Brady gets hit as he throws. Brady coming into the game, his play action rating was almost perfect. The quarterback rating is 158.3, is as high as it gets, and he was over 150 when using play action. Of course, he hasn't used that much play action tonight because they haven't had a running back in the backfield.
Watch Chris Gokong, number 57, come here from that outside. He's not worried about that play action. He was just rushing Tom Brady. Did I mention he was from Cal Poly?
St. Louis Obispo. 2nd and 10. And there's Maroney, who gets taken down by Trent Cole back in the line of scrimmage.
You know, we see that, you know, the Patriots go 2 tight ends, so now what does Jim Johnson do? He has a 3-man line, so he counters with a run blitz. I mean, he gets his linebackers going upfield. He gets penetration. He says, you're going to run and we're going to run blitz. We're going to penetrate and we're going to play on your side of the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots go back to 4 wide receivers.
3rd and 12. Fake the fall. Here's Welker out of the slot. First down and a lot more. Inside the 20, inside the 10. Welker to the 4.
Boy, is he quick.
42 yards, and Stephen Neal is the guy that really sprung that one, the guard.
Yeah, he's number 61, and it was 3rd and long, and you're going to see the fake, and Brady just gets the ball out there right now. There's 61, Steve Neal, right there. He makes the block that really springs Welker for the big play.
J.R. Reed is shaken up, injury timeout. Well, they work on J.R. Reed. He has to come out, and Marcus Pascal, a rookie from Iowa, activated off the practice squad earlier in November, has to come into the game in a 1st and goal situation. Not that Brady is going to be looking at Pascal, but I guarantee you he knows his number. And Brady will throw, and that's caught by Moss, and there's a flag on the play with Shepard there for a touchdown initially, but they're going to call offensive pass interference.
Offense. Number 81, 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Randy, for years, has loved to use his hands, and this time they flag him for it.
Right, and this is that, stop fade. He's just going to go like he's going to go on a fade. Then he's going to stop. Tom Brady is going to throw it to his back shoulder. This is a play that they practice all the time. Stop, fade, throw to back shoulder. I'm not sure that I have seen offensive pass interference yet.
I haven't seen it either. I'm not sure where it came.
That's a play. Remember, they got a touchdown against Buffalo on that last week to the left side.
1st and goal still after the call. Now from the 14-yard line. Brady hopping around in the pocket. Avoids the sack and is lucky that one wasn't picked off by Dawkins, and the pass intended for Falk. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
And this is the area where Randy Moss is difficult to double because you're so close you can't get over the top on it. So again, he had no one to throw to. Good coverage downfield. They flush him out of the pocket. I think he was just trying to throw that ball away. And Dawkins has said he should have had that for an interception.
13th play of the drive.
They have 3 wide receivers and a tight end. They like Ben Watson in this area too.
2nd and goal, and then Welker drops it. The pass is thrown behind him. He reached back, couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and goal now from the 14-yard line.
The one thing you know when you play an Eagle defense and a Jim Johnson defense, when you get in the red zone or inside the 20, you are going to get blitzed. And it looks like Tom Brady was a little quick with that one, expecting or anticipating more pressure than he had.
This drive began at the Patriot 11-yard line. 14th play of the drive. 3rd down and goal. Brady has to swing it to the outside, and again, that time the pocket collapsing on him. Watson, the intended receiver, 4th and goal, and they'll settle for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that you want to do. You want to get either Tom Brady to sack him, to knock him down, or as Trent Cole does here, just get at his feet. Just get his feet so they can't step up, rotate those hips, and throw the ball. I mean, that's when he's at his best, when he has a clean pocket in front of him. The Eagles haven't given him that a lot tonight.
32-yard field goal attempt for Gostowski. And that one is close and no good. Hooked it outside the left upright. Long drive results in nothing. Still a 3-point game. So a long drive resulting in a missed field goal. And now A.J. Feely and the Eagles down by 3. 5 minutes to play in the period at the 22-yard line. And Feely throws, and that is caught by number 82, L.J. Smith, the tight end, to the 39-yard line. Rodney Harrison making the tackle. Back to the field goal by Gostowski. We're told when this thing turns yellow, it's where it goes over the upright, or where the crossbar would be. So the official stands underneath it and becomes a little bit of a guessing game when it's that close. Flag is thrown. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for Smith. Gene Steratore will give us the call.
You know, and Andy Reid has something going now. I mean, not this penalty, but any in cut, either by his tight end running inside or his wide receivers running in, has been pretty much open for A.J. Feely.
Illegal shift or motion here.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 men moving without resetting. The penalty is declined. Second down.
Quarterback comparison. I'll tell you something, John, as you take a look at their numbers. If somebody would have told you the Eagles would have a quarterback controversy at the end of November, you'd go, yeah, it must be the rookie Kevin Cobb. He's gotten a chance to play, and McNabb. And all of a sudden, Chris Collinsworth touched on it at halftime. What do you do with A.J. Feely at this point? This is some performance. On 2nd and 10, that pass is incomplete. To come in and play against New England and have your first pass run back for a touchdown, and then to keep your team not only in the game, but to very effectively work against this New England defense has been very impressive.
You're right. He's been very impressive, and he's done that before. And Andy Reid does have confidence in him, and these Eagle players have confidence in him. But remember, a year ago, it was Jeff Garcia that came in and did it for him.
There wasn't any controversy at that point because McNabb was out for the season with a torn ACL. This is a case where Donovan is expected to play next week. Feely throws over the middle, and wide open is Curtis, and he has a first down at the 41-yard line. So on 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 to be specific, the pass to Curtis is good for a gain of 19 yards.
You're right, and watch it here. These are the in-cuts I was talking about. You see how the Patriots corners play outside? They're not going to let you get out, but they will let you go in. And those things, those in-cuts have been open all night for A.J. Feely.
Roosevelt Colvin needs some attention. He's standing, but an injury timeout is taken here by the officials with 4:01 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
24-21 Patriots. So next week we go to Pittsburgh. That means Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. Carson Palmer had a big day today as Cincinnati routed Tennessee. That's the Sunday night game with football night starting at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific. Brady and Moss and the Patriot bench, and all of a sudden they're in a dogfight. 24-21. Poor choice of words, but you know what I mean.
Right,
On the 42-yard line.
No, it was, but they haven't had that look on their face many times this year.
Right. Underdog fight. At the 42-yard line, Feely throwing, and that's incomplete. 2nd down.
You know, we were talking about that in-cut and, you know, and what they give you. And if you look, their corners play off and they play out here and they play outside technique. So if you come up and you run it in, there are holes in here if you can get the pass protection. Just watch, you see their technique. They stay outside, stay deep, and then they give you those inside patterns. But you have to have the protection to give the receiver enough time to get in those holes.
2nd and 10. Flea flicker. Feely, ton of time. And it's caught at the 26-yard line. Hank Baskett makes the catch. $16-yard gain and a first down.
That's the thing. Usually when you go on a flea flicker, you hand it to the back throws it back to the quarterback, and then the quarterback is trying to get a deep pattern. And the Patriots had good coverage downfield, so A.J. Feely had a look. He was looking for the big play, looking for the shot, but he had to come off it and go to the shorter one for first down.
From the 26. Feely throws, and going down to his knees is Curtis, and he makes the catch, and that's a first down at the 14-yard line.
And again, it's that in-cut on the other side where they just, play that technique, and the Eagles know they have something, that they can come in and they can run these in-cuts, run to the inside. That time Rodney Harrison just ran right by it. But they have some, they're not trying to go out, they're not trying to go corners. Everything they're doing is up and in, and the Patriot defense has been vulnerable to those.
At the 14. Feely out of the gun. Sayasho blitz, then he backs off. Flip out to Westbrook. And he gets ridden down by Adalis Thomas inbounds at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 3 after a gain of 7.
Yeah, and this is a drive that this Philadelphia Eagle defense needed because the Patriots had a long drive, and so they had to get their defense, get them off the field, get them rested, and this drive has done that for the Eagle defense.
2nd and a short 4. At the 8, a minute 45 remaining, 3rd quarter. That pass is high, too high for Brown. Covered on the play by Samuel, who ran an interception back tonight for a touchdown with a minute and a half gone in the game.
And I think A.J. Feely knew that he had this. I mean, he has it right there, and it's just too high. I mean, if he leads them a little more to the inside, we're talking about all night how much that has been there. Instead of throwing it up high, that was a touchdown.
Already within easy field goal range, but they're looking for a touchdown, and Feely's going to take a timeout before he lines up on a 3rd down and 4. A minute 39 left in the 3rd quarter. The Pats have their hands full. Big play coming up, so Philadelphia took a timeout. 3rd down and 4. The ball is at the New England 8-yard line on a drive that Philadelphia started back at its own 22.
You know, the Patriots have 6 defensive backs in there. I wouldn't be surprised because the Eagles knew that before the timeout. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to pop a run here.
Well, they haven't tried to run at all on this drive. 9 plays, all passes, 70 yards.
Well, this Patriot defense, again, with 6 defensive backs, is inviting you to run.
And let's see if they'll accept the invitation here on 3rd down and 4. They'll throw. Feely gets it away. Caught. Reggie Brown for the touchdown.
If Feely throws like that and Reggie Brown runs like that, you don't have to run the ball. They had 6 defensive backs in there so they could cover everything and anything. And A.J. Feely just goes back there and throws that thing in there perfectly.
10 plays, all passes, 78 yards. David Akers for the point after. One thing the Eagles have guaranteed us tonight, there will be no discussion about pouring it on.
No,
Not tonight.
That discussion is over.
That's been tabled for the moment. Wow.
You're going to see, here's the touchdown right there. Reggie Brown just comes up, makes a little fake to the outside and goes inside. Again, if you say, is this defense vulnerable to anything? If you have time and you have a quarterback that can get rid of the ball quickly, you can run inside patterns on them. And the Eagles have been doing it all night.
It's amazing when you think about it. Here's A.J. Feely, a journeyman career, really. Had a couple of opportunities in 02, played well, had a chance to start 1 year in his career in Miami. That was enough for them. Went to San Diego, comes back to Philadelphia. He's number 3 last year. I mean, you had McNabb, you had Garcia, then you had Feely. Comes in against New England, being talked about as maybe the greatest team ever. Has his second pass of the game intercepted and run back for a touchdown. And here we are at about 20 of 11 Eastern time. And who would have believed that the Patriots would be trailing 28-24?
Not this crowd. Listen to them.
Not anybody.
You talk about, a crowd and a way to quiet a crowd down. A.J. Feely and this Eagle team.
To the 34-yard line with 1:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter. That was Samuel, and that's the way the game started. As I said at the point, it looked like Groundhog Day. Bill Murray would be starring in this one because the Patriots had been killing teams all season long. Brady, good night with 98.2 rating. Randy Moss pretty much shut down. He's caught 5, but for only 43 yards. So they've done a great job on him. And one A.J. Feely has thrown for 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we folks have a ball game. From the 33-yard line, they set up a screen and then Maroney drops it. And I go back to what we talked about before, John. I just feel that, and we talked to the Eagles yesterday, and they didn't come in with the mentality that we're just more roadkill. We're going to the gallows. There was a quiet confidence, at least amongst the Eagles.
Yeah, it was a confidence and a toughness, and it was something. I mean, this whole game plan is about aggressiveness. Going after them on defense, going after them on offense, onside kick on special teams, and that was their plan. And so far tonight, they've been excellent.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Welker, who's going to turn it back inside, and he gets up to the 40-yard line.
I mean, it's something that you expected this to be Tom Brady and Randy Moss show, and it's kind of Tom Brady and Wes Welker, and that's the thing. And you know that every defensive coordinator in football always worries about the deep play, the quick strike. Take away the deep play. Speed kills. Worries about the speed. And they come in here and they say, someone may beat us. It may be Wes Welker, but I guarantee it's not going to be this guy here, number 81. He is not going to be the guy that beats us.
J.R. Reed back in the secondary. He was shaken up on the last series. 3rd and 3, and then that's dropped by Kevin Falk out in the flat as he was covered by the middle linebacker Omar Gaither. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, what they're doing now is using Randy Moss as a decoy. Run him deep and then come underneath. You see, run the corner off, run the safety off, and then bring someone underneath it. I'll tell you, these Eagle corners have been very, very physical on the Patriot receivers.
Shepard and Brown, they've been doing it for years. Chris Hansen to punt. And this is a 4th and 3, so if this call is against Philadelphia, this would be a 1st down. Gene Steratore will get the group together. It's 4th and 3. So it's either going to be 4th and 8 or it's going to be a 1st down for New England.
Well, they had one discussion, and then they moved their pile to have another discussion.
Even the officials can move the pile once in a while.
Right. It looks like one official thinks one thing and the other official has another thing.
Neutral zone infraction. Right tackle was in the neutral zone and the guard lifted. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And that brings the New England offense back out onto the field.
Again, the neutral zone is the length of the football. So what they're saying right there is that someone lined up. So it had to be even before that movement that someone lined up with their head or their body in the area, which would be distinguished by the length of the football.
That would be Nick Cole, number 59, who's a backup center but plays on special teams, who would have been the guy. At the 45 now. Fake inside handoff, and then the pass is dropped. It's incomplete. Stallworth couldn't hold on. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the things this Eagle defense wanted to do is kind of knock the Patriots out of rhythm, not let them get in rhythm, not let them get on balance, make them, search for things that they can do. And that's where they have the Patriot offense right now. They started off 4 wide receivers. They felt pretty good there, and then when that didn't work, then they start changing, and they go to 2 tight ends and 3 wide receivers, and they're still searching for what they can do to this defense.
On 2nd and 10, Maroney to the 49-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd down and 6 in the waning seconds of the 3rd quarter.
And Jim Johnson is doing an excellent job of mixing his defenses up, playing a little 4-man line, blitzing a lot, overload blitzing, just not giving them anything easy, making them work for everything. giving them those short passes, not letting them get deep. And I just have a feeling that they're probably frustrating Randy Moss.
End of 3. We wouldn't lie to you. Philadelphia 28, New England 24. Sunday Night Football back after these messages. Aerial coverage being brought to you by Gillette Clinical Strength. Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Mass. Al Michaels, John Madden, and Andrea Kramer. As we begin the fourth quarter, the Philadelphia Eagles trying to pull off an upset of monumental proportions, leading by 4. New England 3rd down and 6 from their own 48-yard line. 4-man rush. Brady throws, and it's caught at the 39-yard line by Wes Welker. So they convert on 3rd down. It's a first down at the 39 of Philadelphia.
He had very good pass protection on that time, and that was at 3-by-1. You see 3 receivers to the right, Randy Moss 1 to the left. That time Tom Brady just looked to the 3 receiver side, and that guy that he found in there was Wes Welker in the middle. But again, good pass protection. If they want to double Randy Moss out here, he'll work the other side.
Flip out to the tight end, Van Watson. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Brady in the fourth quarter this season. And that's a quarter in which, for the most part, the Patriots have already had huge leads, a 141 rating.
And Tom Brady's had an amazing year. He's been extra special, but they're doing a lot of things now. It seems like they're using Randy Moss as a decoy and doing everything away from him.
2nd and 4, and that pass intended for Welker is behind him, and that'll make it 3rd down. Welker tonight has caught 9 passes. Moss has been limited to 5 catches for only 43 yards.
Right, and they know that Moss is getting the coverage, so they've done a lot of 3-by-1 where he's on the one side, get the coverage to go to the one side, and then throw to the 3 side. But at some point, he's still Randy Moss, and at some point, Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, Tom Brady, they want to get Randy Moss deep.
There he is, locked up with Sheldon Brown at the bottom of the screen. On 3rd down and 4, Moss has not caught a pass in this half. Brady looks the other way again, throws, and the pass is broken up. Leaping up is Omar Gaither to get a hand on it on the pass intended for the tight end Watson. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and like I say, that's their plan now, is put Randy Moss on one side, and then you get coverage on that side, and then go work the other side, because right now, Tom Brady's not even looking towards Randy Moss.
Right now, the Patriots will line up, at least line up to go for it with the ball at the 33-yard line. Passing up what would be a 52-yard field goal attempt.
And the Eagles are going to pressure.
Here they come. Brady throws, and the pass is incomplete, and that's going to give Philadelphia the ball at the 33-yard line. Shepard on Moss. Eagles have the ball and the lead. The Philadelphia defense holding New England on a 4th down and 4.
Look at the pressure. I mean, on a big play, you get a 4th down, Jim Johnson is going to bring pressure. And he brings pressure, and he brings it right up the middle. Takeo Spikes was right in Tom Brady's face. You get a big 3rd down play, he's going to give you pressure. You get a big 4th down play, you're going to get pressure. You get inside the red zone trying to score a touchdown, you're going to get pressure from the Jim Johnson defense. He is a heck of a coach.
Amen. 1st and 10. The ball is at the 33-yard line. Feely throws, and that'll be a 1st down on the first play. Reggie Brown, gain of 11. Let's go to Andrea.
Well, on a night when the Patriot defense is definitely being tested, they will have to go the rest of the way without Roosevelt Colvin. He is out with a foot injury in the locker room, as well as Randall Gay, the cornerback, is also in the locker room with a back injury. They're calling his return questionable.
All right, thank you, Andrew. 1st down and 10 with the ball at the 45-yard line. This is Westbrook swinging to the outside, chased by Thomas, and picks up a couple of yards up to the 47-yard line.
You know, I say this now, the Eagles have to continue to be aggressive. And, you know, that's been their plan, to come in to be aggressive on offense, defense, special teams. And now I think you should add to that fourth quarter. I mean, 28-24 is not enough to win this game. I think they have to keep that same approach. You'll keep going after and keep throwing the ball. You'll keep making plays down the field. You cannot, against this Patriot defense, you cannot, or this Patriot team, you cannot sit on this lead.
Well, you saw Hobbs go off the field, and the last time that happened, Eddie Jackson got beat for a touchdown, and Jackson, number 29, is back in there. And Feely's looking in that direction, and Feely's throwing into double coverage, intended for Curtis, and the pass is incomplete, and that was Jackson that time getting help from the safety, James Sanders.
Yeah, you call that one. I mean, once A.J. Feely sees that, he knows where he's going to go. I mean, there's Jackson, and then, you know, the out and up, and it's tough, and he had him. I mean, that was a bad throw by Feely. I mean, if he knew that, you know, he had that out and up, if he leads him out there, that's a touchdown. I mean, that ball hung up there, he had to come back, and that let both defenders get to it.
Jackson activated recently off the practice squad, and there's a guy with a bullseye on his chest. It's 3rd down and 8. Feely out of the gun. Over the middle. Juggled and not caught, incomplete. Westbrook couldn't hold on. He was trailed and tackled as he came down with it by Junior Seau. 4th down.
How about that big play by Junior Seau? Isn't he something? I mean, he's out here on Westbrook. He has a man-to-man. I mean, there's an 18-year veteran who was talking to him the other day, and he said, I used to be a run stuffer, sideline to sideline, and now I'm in dime defense covering guys like Westbrook.
It is crazy. Walker's kick. They're going to let it go. It's a bad kick. Takes a backward bounce. It goes out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Brady and the Patriots down by 4. Philadelphia leading 28-24 as the New England Patriots take over at the 31-yard line. Brown and Shepard have done masterful work through the years. Tonight being no exception. Shutting down Moss. Doing a very good job against the Patriot wideouts to the point where New England has to come from behind, something they've only had to do once this year against Indianapolis in the 4th quarter. And that is caught by Stallworth, and there's a flag down.
Again, he was trying to get that one to Randy Moss. He comes in with 2 tight ends, goes play action pass, looks to Moss. The Eagles had great coverage on Moss, but Tom Brady had time to go to the other side. But that was their play on 1st down that they were trying to get the ball.
Defense number 26. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a 1st down.
Lito Shepard will take the play, which is a gain of 13 yards.
I think Randy Moss is starting to get a little frustrated. Here he is right here. And watch, Tom Brady is looking to that side. There's nothing there, but his protection allowed him to come back to the right side. And Randy Moss is looking like he's frustrated right now.
Quite in contrast to last Sunday in Buffalo when he scored 4 touchdowns, and on a couple of occasions didn't even have to run a pattern. And here's a pass to Falk, and Falk will have another 1st down for New England as he takes it into Philadelphia territory and is tackled at the 44. That's a gain of 12.
And you see again they can run a screen away from Randy Moss. They bring Moss over on this side, put him in motion, bring him that side, and then run the screen back to the right side to Kevin Falk. But everything that they're doing, I mean, when they try and get him the ball, they're not successful. But they can get coverage to come to him. Now he's on the 3-by side.
Covered by Sheldon Brown. Welker, man in motion. Welker takes the pass, and Welker takes the ball to the 30-yard line. So Brady has him moving right now. 1st down for New England at the 30 after a gain of 14.
I was talking about that 3-by side where you have 3 wide receivers on one side. You see Welker coming to it, and they throw a screen pass. So you have 3 receivers on one side. 2 of them are the blockers for the screen. And, of course, the 3rd guy is the guy that catches it and runs it, and that was Wes Welker.
Welker with 10 catches for 120 yards tonight. First down at the 31-yard line. Stallworth tries to get a block from Gaffney. Coming in to make sure it's only a short gain is Takeo Spikes, number 51.
Yeah, that's the thing that they worry about Dante Stallworth, is that smoke screen or that quick thing, because he's so good after he catches the ball.
Numbers tonight for the key guys: Brady 330, Welker 10 grabs. Brady has had at least 3 touchdown passes in every game this season. Tonight, 1 with 9:42 to go. Second down and 8. The ball at the 29-yard line. And we've got a timeout taken by Philadelphia. That's their second, so they only have 1 remaining in a tight game in Foxborough. 2 men who know how to run an organization. Bob Kraft, the Patriots owner. Jeffrey Lurie, ironically, a native of this area, grew up as a Patriots fan and had looked into buying this team before he wound up buying the Philadelphia Eagles. The two, of course, had their teams meet in the Super Bowl after the 04 season and locked up tonight in a good one. Second down and 8 after a Philadelphia timeout. The ball is at the 29-yard line. There's a toss to Falk, and he gets upended by Takeo Spikes, number 51.
I think they probably read that as run, because they put Maroney in, which means, okay, they're probably going to run it. They had 2 tight ends. They come crack with a double crack where the outside receivers come to the inside. Takeo Spikes plays that perfectly.
Spiked them.
You knocked them head over heels. Heels over head.
Third down and 9. Under 9 minutes to play. From the 30. Brady out of the gun. Hits Welker. 11 catches to the 14 for a guy they picked up in a trade from Miami.
But I'll tell you, he is really quick. I mean, you just watch Wes Welker here, and this is all about quickness. He comes in motion. He's down here at the bottom. Watch how quick he comes off the line, how he makes that cut. Tom Brady reads it and puts it right in front of him perfectly. I mean, this guy, you say, how does he get open like that? How does he get separation? He gets that separation with his quickness.
11 catches. That was a 3rd and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pump fake for the end zone, too high. And the pass is thrown beyond the back of the end zone, intended for Moss. Shepard covering on the play.
Isn't that something? Lito Shepard has been all over Randy Moss tonight. And again, we know that, he's playing him. We know that he has help deep. He has a safety in there, Dawkins, but he is playing him pretty well even without the help. I tell you, this is the other area, that a couple things, this is where they want to get Randy Moss deep. The Patriots know this is where they're probably going to see blitz, maybe not on this down, but on the next down.
Second and 10, Welker again. And Welker should have enough for a first down, which would make it a first down and goal if they spot the ball inside the yellow line, which it's going to be right on it. Steratore will call for a measurement.
Thank goodness for Wes Welker. I mean, he's the inside guy, and again, his quickness. I mean, we saw him come up and run it in. That time he runs a little, quick out, but he is so quick and his patterns are so quick that he will always get separation for Tom Brady. Tom Brady was saying last week, he said sometimes, he's too quick. I mean, he goes down there and he gets open before I'm ready to throw it. Well, they solved that because that hasn't happened tonight. Wes Welker has been the guy.
So it's 1st and goal. Welker working against Ocelio Hansen on the last couple of pass patterns, and the two of them would know each other well, having been teammates at Texas Tech.
And they're both quick guys. When you ask about Hansen, they say the one thing he has is great quickness. Well, that's great quickness against even greater quickness with Welker. Well, here's an empty 3 on one side, 2 on the other side. Unless Tom Brady runs a draw, this cannot be a running throw.
Stays in the pocket, and then the pass intended for Welker is incomplete, and that was Omar Gaither, the middle linebacker, back in coverage in the middle of the end zone.
I think that's when they went away from Jeremiah Trotter, and they went to Omar Gaither. It was for this. I mean, that he was very good in pass defense. You know, that he could get back and make plays like this. And this is pretty good when your middle linebacker can get back there and knock down a ball thrown in the end zone to a wide receiver.
Lawrence Maroney in the game as the running back. Moss goes in motion to the inside. Here's Maroney. Maroney into the end zone for a touchdown.
I tell you, some people have said that Maroney doesn't run hard. This is a trap. You see Stephen Neal right there lead up through the hole. Maroney gets right in behind him, puts his shoulders down, and runs through the rest of the defense. He ran that one hard.
Neal took Spikes out of the play, and now Gostowski for the point after to make it a 3-point lead with 7:20 as the Patriots go 69 yards, 10 plays, 8 of them passes. Walker with a couple of big plays, and then Maroney with a touchdown. This week, Jay turns back the clock to relive the first appearances of Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, Jennifer Aniston, and Johnny Depp. Each of them making their first. And after the 26, penalty marker back at the 9.
That's going to be one of those blocks in the back, but I saw it right here. It's about the 9-yard line, as you said, and it looked like a legal block to me. I saw that block, and I said, this shouldn't be throwing
legal
a flag.
Block in the back. Return team number 52. Half the distance to the goal. First down, Philadelphia. Timeout.
So Feely backed up with 7:14 remaining in the fourth in a 3-point game in Foxborough.
You never want to start fast and not finish strong. I think our mentality is we want to start fast, but it's better to finish strong. So that's why down the stretch we tend to play a little better.
A.J. Feely talking more about the season itself and how this team has finished down the stretch. 2 last year. This time he has to step up, and he turns nothing into something as he winds up hitting Brian Westbrook for a gain out to the 15, a gain of 7 yards, tackled by Seau.
Isn't Junior Seau something, though? Again, in his 18th year, here he is playing nickel defense, dime defense. He's a linebacker that's man-to-man on Brian Westbrook, and you always think of Junior Seau as being that tough middle linebacker. Now, in his 18th year, he's a pass cover guy, but he said he came here because he believed in Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick called him after he retired and said, I got a spot for you. That was good enough for me.
He plays fullback and goal line. Here's a pass that's almost intercepted by Samuel. So that's kind of the way the game started. Samuel was able to pick off a Feely pass a minute and a half into the game and run it in for a touchdown.
And I never thought they'd go back to that again. I mean, they started, running an out pattern. We talked about how successful the inside stuff has been, and then they go back to the outside stuff now. Of course, Samuel was playing an inside technique there. But I don't know that I would throw any out patterns the rest of the game against this Patriot defense.
3rd down and 3. Feely right over the middle, and the pass is taken in by Smith at the 26-yard line. Big 3rd down conversion. Clock ticking down to the 6-minute mark. Gain of 11.
Yeah, and he's been able to do that all night, to work the middle. We talked about the in cuts from the outside receivers, just the tight end in the middle like that. Anything where you run up and in has been pretty much open for A.J. Feely tonight.
At the 26-yard line. Feely. Screen. Westbrook. That's a gain of 7. First down, essential here in the sense, one of the things that could very much come into play right now for Philadelphia is the fact they've taken 2 of their timeouts. They only have 1. You also have the 2-minute warning, but if they have to give the ball back to New England, they only have 1 timeout to call on defense.
Right, and they don't want to give the ball back to New England too soon. I think this is, I mean, obviously you want to go down the field and score, but I think you want to take a lot of time off the clock on this drive if you're the Eagles.
2nd and 2. Feely over the middle, and then Smith going down and making the grab at the 48-yard line. Pats say no. Officials say yes, he did. He caught it. Ball at the 48. First down.
Isn't that something, though, that same stuff has been there the whole game? And you see L.J. Smith, he does go down, he does catch it, and that's a perfect place to throw it where Feely threw it.
That's an 18-yard gain. Now they work the outside, and that is caught by Curtis, and that's another first down. So 3 in a row, covered there by Ellis Hobbs, who's been in and out of the game tonight. First down, 13-yard gain.
I mean, A.J. Feely has been something special tonight. Tom Brady always is, but look at A.J. Feely, 27 for 40, 345 yards, 3 touchdowns, and now I think they just ought to slow it down a little. You know, I
agree.
mean, take more time off the clock.
4:37 remaining. Through the middle goes Westbrook. He takes the ball to the 29-yard line. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Westbrook tonight with 17 carries for 52 yards, 7 catches for 40 yards.
You know, this is where you're good in football or not. You know, when you get down to this period in the game with 4 minutes left to go, if you're the Eagles, you're down by 3. If you're the Patriots, you're up by 3. But who makes the plays here? And if you have good defense, you make a great defensive play here. If you have good offense, you make a big offensive play here.
Westbrook split left this time. Buckwalter in the backfield. Feely throwing deep, and it's picked off in the end zone by Asante Samuel. Samuel never let Curtis get behind him and makes his 2nd interception of the night.
I'll tell you, of all the stuff that they didn't need, and I'm sure Andy Reid is thinking that right now, Asante Samuel's off. He's not giving you anything deep, and you just throw it out there right to him. I mean, you've been hitting the in stuff. You've been hitting the stuff in the middle. That isn't there. They're not going to give you that. And I think A.J. Feely threw that one up, and he was just hoping. But I just said, you know, does the defense come up with a play? If you have good defense, you come up with a big play in that situation, and the Patriots did.
And now it's New England that will milk the clock. And again, we go back, we revert to the fact just 1 timeout. Philly can only stop it once, and then they'll get the free stoppage at 2 minutes. And Brady will swing it to the outside, and that's caught by Welker, who looked outside, then realized just stay in bounds. That's key right now to keep that clock moving.
Yeah, isn't it something you come in and you think Tom Brady and Randy Moss, and that's going to be the show, and it's Tom Brady and Wes Welker.
13 catches, 150 yards for Wes Welker.
And Feely is really upset with himself because he knew that he didn't have to throw that. It wasn't there. He didn't have to force it. And, you know, he did all the things that he's kicking himself for now.
2nd down and 7. They take the play clock all the way down to 1. Brady throws, and that's caught at the 29-yard line by Ben Watson. So now you have, this is the play of the game for Philadelphia right here. If you get a first down, then you have 1 timeout. You can stop it once more at the 2-minute warning. Otherwise, they have to hold him right here and force a punt. This is huge.
Right, and if they do hold him, then they have a timeout left. You get a timeout at the change of possession on the punt, and then you have the 2-minute.
96.
3rd and 1. And a penalty, and that looked like Matt Light moving.
False start. Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, third down.
Second one on him, and that makes it 3rd down and 6.
Right, and that was a big play against the Patriots there, because that 3rd and short, he could throw to Wes Welker, he could do any of those things, but when you get to this 3rd and 7 right now he has to get the ball up the field a little, and I would bet that Jim Johnson's going to come on a big blitz here. I mean, we talk about it, anytime he needs a play, we talk about it when they did it on 4th down, and you get inside the 20, he needs a defensive play here, and this is usually a blitz situation.
That's been his nature.
Here they come.
Here they come, and the pass is caught by Gaffney, and he takes it to the 40-yard line, and when New England had to convert, they do. A 1st and 10 up at the 41-yard line, and Philadelphia will take its final timeout. But now the clock can only stop at the 2-minute warning.
But that's what makes the Patriots a championship team. When they needed to play on defense, they got it. Now they get that big 3rd down play. They're right in the face of a big blitz. Tom Brady stands in there and finds his receiver.
There's Feely, and on a night when they take Moss in effect out of the game, Welker catches 13 for 149. Gaffney's made some big catches tonight. That's 6 for 87, and Stallworth has 4 for 54. Asante Samuel got things started for New England. Feely's second pass of the game, and it looked like another route, but no. A.J. Feely, big night. Samuel was able to pick one off at the end here as well. In between, Feely played brilliantly. Moss has no catches in this half, but Philadelphia now out of timeouts. It'll stop at the 2-minute warning as Maroney takes it to the 40-yard line. Minimal gain, if any, and we'll go to the 2-minute warning. One more first down would cement this for New England. And Andy Reid brought his team in. John, if nothing else, on a night when there hadn't been a spread like this in the NFL in decades, he gave New England all it could handle.
Right. He brought him in ready to play.
2-minute warning. Sirius Satellite Radio postgame show will follow. Horse Trailer Player of the Game. Andrea will have an interview or two. Bob, Chris, and the bus fast forwarding to week 13. Meanwhile, A.J. Feely, 27 of 41, 345 yards. But those 2 interceptions, one at the beginning, one at the end. And John, you talked about it with that one timeout and the way they ran that last series. That was about the only thing they really done very wrong.
Right. I think they forced things. I think they speeded up too much in a time that they didn't have to do either. They could have slowed it down, had patience, and not forced anything.
2nd and 11, and this is Maroney, and he'll get out to the 41-yard line, and this will take the clock down to about a minute and 15 or so. Well, if nothing else, the rest of the league, I mean, Indianapolis gave him a game, Dallas gave him a game for a while, but this has to be somewhat comforting, at least to the rest of the teams in the league, knowing, yeah, the Patriots are a great team, but you can hang with them.
Right. I think the Eagles threw a blueprint out there tonight, to show what you can do offensively. If you get pass protection, you can, run some things. They are vulnerable, on defense. I think, on offense that, you can go after, you have to hit Tom Brady. You have to, double Randy Moss. You can't let him get deep. I mean, I think there is a blueprint out there that everyone else is going to do to the Patriots this year.
Eagles will get it back, but without very much time and with no timeouts. However, if they can complete a 40-yard pass, at least they're going to get into field goal range for David Akers or get a decent run back here. Brian Westbrook will drop back to run back the punt, something he did with great effectiveness earlier in his career. They'll spot him as a run back man, and now a timeout is taken here before the play clock expires. We have 31 seconds. Sunday Night Football is being brought to you by 30 miles to the northeast. Out of Foxborough, there is Westbrook standing at his own 10-yard line.
Well, you need a big play. You want the ball in his hands.
We'll see if Hansen even affords him the opportunity to run it back or looks for the sideline. Short kick. Westbrook fields at the 24, but they're all over him. And Bryan then loses the ball, and it's loose at the 26-yard line. So Westbrook eschewing the fair catch, and Nick Graham of Philadelphia appears to be the guy who comes up with the football. So with 19 seconds remaining, after only a 33-yard punt, Feely would at least have the opportunity to get them into field goal range.
And we talk about a blueprint. I think, he knows what he has to do. Get that tight end down the middle or get the wide receivers, on deep ends.
Yeah.
It's Pierre Woods of New England on the special teams who gets up now and leaves the field. Akers loosening up his leg. But among the problems that you have right now is if you complete a pass down the middle, you got to get up there and you got to spike it. You got to leave Akers some time.
And those are all the things that they're talking about right now. We're probably going to throw the ball inside because the Patriots aren't going to let you get it outside.
Feely from the gun. He's going to work the outside, and he's going to have that one picked off. James Sanders comes up with the ball.
The Patriots aren't going to let you get it to the outside, so you're going to throw it to the inside. That's the thing that they take away. We showed earlier what they gave you, and we also show right now what they take away. See, they are not going to let you get outside. They just stay outside and wait for you.
And then the play is over at that point as Sanders was contacted by Reggie Brown on the way down after he had possession. And one kneel down by Tom Brady, and that'll do it. So the Patriots will go to 11-0. But who would have thought they could have a game like this after a game like last week when they destroyed Buffalo, as they had destroyed teams all season long, apart from Indianapolis, a team they had to come from behind and win the game from. Dallas was a good game. Reed and Belichick. And there's Jim Johnson, and of course Bill Belichick has tremendous respect, as does everybody in this league, for Jim Johnson, who is an assistant coach for the ages.
I'll tell you, he's a great coach, and he had a great plan against his team, and Andy Reid had his guys ready, and they gave the undefeated Patriots everything they could handle.
Sirius Satellite Radio post-game report from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough coming up after New England beats Philadelphia 31-28.